You have a certain clientele that doesn't really fit your profile, or you don't have any clients at all. Let's check it out in this episode and find out, or I want to give you an exercise on finding out and getting closer into why this is happening to you right now. Welcome to my channel, Soul Travelers on Earth. My name is Sarah, and in this episode I want to talk with you about why don't you have the right clients, for your business. You're an entrepreneur, you're starting your business, you already have your business, but then you realize that the clients you have, the clients you attract, are not the ones you want, and they're exhausting, they are not enough clients, or there are no clients at all. Why is this happening? From my point of view, I want to give you the way I would approach it, the way I would see it is you attract or not attract any clientele at all, because this is exactly what you're giving out as a vibration, as an information that is currently in your system. So instead of looking outside to do courses or to do, I don't know what you can do, instead of trying to find the answer outside, all you gotta do, is ask yourself or find the reason, understand or decode the information that is right now within you, in your system, because you're the one in power. Actually, you're the one attracting those kind of people, or no people at all. So I recently talked to a friend of mine, and we talked about her clientele, and then within the conversation I realized an exercise. We just approached it through the conversation, and I asked her, how do you see your client right now? Like, what picture do you have of your client right now? Ask yourself that question. Does this client think that it's not worth it to pay your service? Does the client think, is the client greedy? Like, does he or she want more and more and want to get everything, like try to get as much as the person can out of you, like asking for more discounts or asking for more services without paying more money? Or is the client not satisfied with your service? So it depends. Whatever answer you have, it gives you a lot of clearance, like a lot of clarity, what is actually within you. Because once you answer that question, how is your client? Like, create a personality for how you see your client, or which kind of people would approach you. And then ask yourself the following question: how is this related to me? And probably, or the way we figured it out, is that the client you have, or the client you're not satisfied with, is actually a part of you, because you're also attracting that person, and the way the client behaves. And if you're triggered by that, it is something that you carry within you. And once you change that frequency, once you change or heal, or change the perspective, heal that belief system, this limitation that you think you have of yourself, like the way you view yourself, of maybe I should offer it for free, because deep within you think that you're not worth it to be paid. Like, who am I to offer you my services and then even asking for money? I think for entrepreneurs, like self-employed people, especially, you start as one person, and in this process you're discovering yourself, and in this process you're finding your worth. And at the beginning you maybe, have low prices, and of course you're gathering experience, and with that you get more confidence, and then you raise your prices. And honestly, actually, the conversation with my friend reflected a lot on myself as well, because I do have a lot of experience, and I'm really good at finding clarity in the problem of the other person, and giving, like, seeing the real picture that is hiding behind the situation. And as you might see in another reels from myself, I offered it for free as well, because I wanted to gather experience with my clients, offering consultations when they have problems. But through that conversation, and in my own process of starting my business, as you can see, is that honestly, I realized I know what I'm doing, and I'm good at what I'm doing, at what I'm doing. And I always, so far, help people with finding their problems. And it's I guess a natural talent for me, because I used it on my own for the last years to find my limitations, and I decided to make a business out of it. So I'm not offering the consultations for free anymore, because I've seen my worth, and I'm really happy about that. Anyways, so if you think, for example, that your client is greedy and wants more, and do you know that kind of personality I'm talking about? It's just one example, but someone who goes somewhere and is trying to get the best out of it, or who is paying money and is really trying to make the most out of it, or asking for more services. And with my friend, I realized that she had the same sometimes personalities, or she even had another person in her life that showed her exactly the same characteristics, and that triggered her. But she couldn't see it in her own client, like her imaginary client. Like, how do you imagine your client to be, or how do you see that client right now? And then ask yourself, but how do you want your client to be? Can you imagine? Can you really believe that your future client, like the different one from the one you have right now, is it really possible to have that kind of client that comes to you, that, for example, is super happy with your services, that loves to pay the money you offer? And in that scenario, you already know your worth, and the price you're setting for your services. And you're attracting exactly that kind of clientele that fits right into your personality. And I set that intention as well, attracting people that I went through the same stuff, and that I can really help. And so in your process of getting new clients, or starting to get clients, you can see the reflection of who they are and how much you can help them, or whatever problems you're facing with your worth and with money. That it has always something to do with you. If you're triggered with that client, or if you feel like, oh, that's not the person I want, that's not the people, the level of consciousness they have doesn't fit my profile, for example, So with this episode, I want to give you like I want to encourage you to ask yourself with that exercise, who is your client right now? And then find similarities. Just be aware. I mean, be aware of what your current surroundings are showing you in other people or situations, or how do you think about yourself, and then you can see that that's the reason why you have that certain clientele or no clients at all. All right, well, that was it for this episode. Give me a thumbs up if you like that content and follow me for more. And if you're in that situation right now and you need help with figuring it out, that's what I do. I can help you find clarity. I always want to say clearance. You can find clarity. I can help you find clarity and show you, the frequency, how can you decide, like decoding the situation and help you to understand what's really going on. If you're interested, contact me. My price, right now, I feel really comfortable not saying it's for free, but it's donation based, because what is that worth to you, And yeah, that's it for now. Have a wonderful day, good morning, good night. Enjoy your life. Open up to the world. Be yourself. Be amazing. Be free in whatever you do. All my best to you. Oh, that rhymed.